I'm telling you, man, the Europa League is where all the excitement was this week in UEFA competitions. What's up? I'm Adrian from Rabona TV, and with so many people asking whether or not I would do some Europa League wrap-ups, as I do for the Champions League, I figured I would spread the love and give the people what they want. If you're finding us for the first time and you want to spread the love, then hit that subscribe button and say hey in the comments section, because we've got a great group of guys here. I'm pretty sure it's mostly guys. Haven't looked at my analytics in a while. Could be some girls. If there's girls, hey, what's up? Welcome. Alright, now since there were so many matches, I'm not going to be able to go into a massive amount of detail for each, so strap up, ready yourselves, because this is going to be a Europa Blitz to get you in the know. After reaching such great heights last season and looking as though they could be another French power in Ligue 1, Nice have pretty much tripped and fallen out of Europe. They lost the first leg at home to Lokomotiv Moskva 3-2, and lost the second leg away 1-0. Granted, Nice did lose some players in the summer, important ones at that, but things aren't looking good there. 9th in the league, out of Europe, and out of the French Cups. Plural. Damn. But kudos to Lokomotiv, who are at the top of the table in the Russian Premier League and made easy work of Nice. The first leg between Lazio and Steaua Bucuresti was somewhat of a surprise, with Bucuresti coming away as 1-0 winners at home. The second leg, however, they got immobilized. Immobilized. You get it. Ciro Immobile was Ciro the hat-trick hero on the night, taking his season tally up to 31 goals. Damn. That's the most he's ever scored in a season. The other top performer in Lazio's big 5-1 win, Felipe Anderson, who scored one himself and had a hat-trick of assists. Lazio hit a rough patch for a while in February, but with a win on the weekend and this emphatic Europa win, they could be turning things around. Another French team in the mix, Lyon, had a business-as-usual two-legged affair with Villarreal, in which they came away as 4-1 aggregate winners. The first match in Lyon ended 3-1, and Bertrand Traore's late goal sealed the match and the tie in Spain. Lyon will be a team to watch in this tournament, if you ask me. I like what they've got going on there. Fekir, Traore, ballers. Their French compatriots, Marseille, were also able to navigate their way past a poor SC Braga side. Well, poor in the first match at least, where they lost 3-0 away to Marseille. Braga did manage to get the 1-0 win in the second leg, but alas, that wasn't enough. And for the first time in 8 years, France will have 2 representatives in the round of 16 in their Europa League. Santé. What's the saying when you cheers? It's bad to cheers with an empty glass and to cheers with water too, maybe? That's not the saying, but that's the idea behind the saying. Something like that. Athletic Bilbao and Spartak Moskva served up one of the tightest affairs of the round of 32, with the Spanish side ultimately benefiting from their great work on the road in the first leg, which Bilbao won 3-1. The second leg, however, Bilbao lost 2-1, but of course, that still saw them go through 4-3 on aggregate. Bit of a sour note though. Traveling Russian fans clashed with Bilbao fans, and a police officer died in the process, supposedly due to a heart attack. I'm all for active support of teams, but not like this. Not street fighting, not shooting fireworks at each other. It's not worth it. Another tight clash, this time of course between teams, came by the way of Dynamo Kiev and AEK Athens. In the first leg in Greece, despite being outshot 15-3, Kiev managed a 1-1 draw, aka a scored draw, which set them up for a home match where a 0-0 draw would do. And a 0-0 draw is what they got, meaning they advance on away goals. Wow. Mourinho would be so proud. Well done, Kiev. But Celtic fans will undoubtedly be pretty disappointed in their team's performance away to Zenit. Sorry, Stu. After holding on to a 1-0 win at home, Celtic went away and felt the full fury of the top-scoring team in the Europa League as they perished 3-0. Striker/defender/Chelsea legend Branislav Ivanovic started the scoring off for Zenit before Kuziev and Kokorin iced the Scottish outfit, ensuring their team went through 3-1 on aggregate. Celtic actually dominated possession in this one, 67% to Zenit's 33%, but just couldn't beat Zenit keeper Lunev, or hit the target, really. Hitting the target was something Sporting had no trouble doing, in what was without a doubt one of the most exciting matches of the day. After winning 3-1 away, the Lions went 3-1 up at home, only to let complacency leak into their play, allowing Astana to make it interesting and 3-3 late in the match. However, the job was already done, with Sporting taking the tie 6-4 on aggregate. 10 goals over 2 legs, gotta love that. Oh yeah, and Astana, who are from Kazakhstan by the way, also hit the post twice on the night, so you gotta feel bad for them. You also gotta love seeing lowly Östersunds from Sweden giving Arsenal fans heart palpitations when they went 2-0 up after just 23 minutes at the Emirates. Aiesh and Sema scored in the 22nd and 23rd minutes, just 70 seconds apart from each other, but whatever Arsene Wenger did or said to the Arsenal players at halftime seemed to work, as the Bosnian bull Sead Kolasinac took advantage of some bad defending from Östersunds to slam home the ball. So, Arsenal go through 4-2 on aggregate despite the 2-1 home loss. Yikes. You want a close tie? RB Salzburg, the other Red Bull team in Europe, squeaked past Real Sociedad 4-3 on aggregate thanks to a 2-1 home win. I mean, they would have made it through had the score stayed at 1-1 anyway, considering the 2-2 away draw from the first leg. But just in case, Valon Berisha converted a penalty in the 74th minute. Just in case. Dabur scored the first one, by the way. Bet Logan Paul wishes that was his last name. And not only is Dabur their top scorer in Europe, but he's also the top scorer in the Austrian Bundesliga. Just a fun fact there. A little tidbit. Okay. And we can't talk about the Europa League without talking about Viktoria Plzen, can we? They overcame Partizan Belgrade 2-0 at home to take this aggregate tie 3-1. Plzen are oh so hot right now, actually, as they haven't lost since November 10th, 2017. So could they be a dark horse in this competition? To be honest with you, I know so little about them that I couldn't say. I know that's not useful to you, and I apologize. But maybe throw a couple bucks on them. I don't know. Speaking of which, Atalanta fans should probably apologize to Michy Batshuayi, as they proved that they are still living in the dark ages, making monkey noises at the bats, man. Pretty lame. Too bad Bats had the last laugh though, as Dortmund got a 1-1 draw on the road to ensure they advanced via a 4-3 aggregate score. Michy took to Twitter after, by the way, to further prove that he is the hero we so do not deserve, saying, 2018 and still racist monkey noises in the stands? Really? Hope you have fun watching the rest of Europa League on TV while we are through. Hashtag say no to racism. Hashtag go watch Black Panther. This guy's the best. Marcel Schmelzer is also the best, as he scored his second goal in Europe in just 64 matches. What a guy. Interested to see how Dortmund will do in this Europa League campaign. And by the way, I wasn't making fun of Schmelzer. I know that he's a fullback. I love that guy. I mean, I manage Poland. Come on. Dortmund's German compatriots RB Leipzig, Die Roten Bullen, that was bad, relied on their first leg 3-1 win away to Napoli to just squeak through to the round of 16. Napoli really controlled this game, especially in the second half, as they won this one 2-0, which was too little, too late for them, as they bow out on away goals. To be honest with you though, I don't think they will be too fussed about it. I think it was one of those situations where if they had made it through, it would have just been a fun bonus for them. Knocking on the table, sorry. I think these guys would much rather win a Scudetto than a Europa League title. At least, judging from body language after the match. I'm an expert in body language, don't you know? The other final Italian team in the league, the Europa League, AC Milan, made easy peasy work of Ludogorets as they won 1-0 at home thanks to a goal from Liverpool legend Fabio Borini. He's now scored in 3 straight matches, and Gattuso has Milan playing some happy football, as across all competitions, they haven't lost since December 23rd. That's 11 matches unbeaten now, and surely they will be one of the favorites to win this damn tournament, no? Speaking of favorites, Atletico Madrid put the icing on the FC Copenhagen cake with a 1-0 home win. Man, these dudes love winning 1-0. Jimmy Conrad's hero, Kevin Gamero, scored what would be the winner in the 7th minute, meaning he is now the all-time top-scoring Frenchman in the Europa League. I guess it helps that he played at Europa League fetishizers, Sevilla, for a few seasons. He bagged a few goals there, to be honest, 17 goals to be precise, so with that, Atletico had a comfy, cozy 5-1 aggregate win, and they move on, and they might win it all. Who knows? Speaking of moving on, I gotta do just that. The Europa League draw is coming up in a couple of hours though, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and be sure to tell me how your team did, and what you think their chances of winning this trophy are. Again, I'm Adrian, thanks for checking out this video, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Have a great weekend!